Hello Gizmos and welcome back to another episode of the Drayton Town Career Mode. So we're pushing on towards the end of the season. We've got a couple of suspensions. Chris is out due to picking up a red card, so he'll miss a couple of games unfortunately. But it's just them time of year where the legs are going, you just got to make tackles. And seem to be getting a lot of red cards and suspensions for like 5 yellow cards that we seem to be picking up. So we're going only for one change. Jaden comes in for Chris. We do have a couple of fitness issues as well. Neil, Mikey, also myself, where the fitness is not overly fantastic. But again, like I said, it's them time of year where we're playing a lot of games, so we have to sort of be compact, use the squad, and I know we're quite high up in the table at the moment, so the quicker that we can end the title race, I can change out some players and play some fringe players as well. But Bromley play an awful kick out from the back, really poor from the goalkeeper. Mikey just smashes it into the top corner, makes it 1-0 after 24 minutes, and I think that's almost his. I think at the time of recording for that, he's probably on maybe 11 or 12 now. So he's pushing towards the 15-20 mark. So I need him to get a couple of goals. Nothing really happened until Bromley hit the crossbar from absolutely miles out. It was such a good effort, just hit the top of the bar, went over, lucky enough for us. But we played really well. Bromley just let Neil roll through the defence, a great shot, past the keeper, and seals the victory. It was such a weird and boring game. Bromley were trying to pass out from the back. Our press just beat them. They gave away the ball quite a lot. We ended up winning 2-0. There was 1 minute added on. It just shows how much the game didn't really get affected from subs or anything like that. I know the game adds weird amounts of times. You never see 6 or 7 minutes. But it's a win, and we'll take it. We then go to Barrow next. Again, a team that are not very good. To be fair, no one in League 2 is overly fantastic. I think if you're in League 2, it's easy to win like League 2. Personally, like Chesterfield are doing and stuff like that. They're absolutely fantastic. Really deep from Dan, a great ball. Telford should have scored. Bagged in the goals for Crawley when he was there. Expecting him to do the same here for Barrow, but that was a wasted opportunity. It was a good save. In the end, it had another header that Ian pushed away and made a good save. I hate the rain. It has to be said, I absolutely hate the rain. It's so hard to play on. It makes the controller heavy. I thought this was a yellow card. I thought Jaden went for the stopping the counter attack. The guy took him past him. I'll take the man down, take the yellow card, but apparently it's deemed a red card. Absolutely, I was absolutely fuming when that happened, because I was like, it's just a yellow card. It's on the halfway line. Yes, it's late, but it's just a yellow card. There's players around him. Mick was angry as well. You can see him just saying, look, he's on the halfway line. It's not a red card. The game ended 0-0. Again, it was a boring game. Barrow just keeping the ball in there. I'm surprised that being down to 10 men, they didn't go at us or do anything about it. So now Jaden misses 3 games. So as I said, rotation in this team is massive. If I had a lesser squad, then it could potentially be really bad. I had a block shot that fell to Sam, who then hit a pile driver as a good save from the Wimbledon goalkeeper. Wimbledon are a good side. They're pushing towards the playoffs in this season, and they're actually really good. Great play here into Boogle is a fantastic finish at the near post. Expecting Ian to probably save it, in all fairness, if we're being honest, but we know the game doesn't do well for saving it at the near post. And then Paul won it. I'm pretty sure Mikey went all the way. It's a great shot. It's a really good save. Sam's awareness here is really good. Into nil, all the time in the world. Great finish into the roof of the net to make it 1-1. But our pressing in the midfield, I've changed sort of the tactics where we win the ball back high up in the midfield to hopefully sort of get them turnovers really quickly. Stevens here had a good shot. It's a good save from the goalkeeper. The referee pointed for the corner, but they actually never took it. It actually went for half time. And then here, massive mistake from Wimbledon. Playing it around, especially with the press that I've got, is not going to end good for you. Mikey goes through one-on-one with the goalkeeper. You just know what's going to happen. Hits the back of the net. 2-1 up. It's a great turnaround after being 1-0 down so early on. And yeah, it was just really, really good play from us. I really do like that kit. I'm going to try and keep them sort of colours and design a new kit potentially. But is what it is, and we'll do that for the end of next season. Neil goes in for a tackle. Again, it's a yellow card tackle, but the referee gives a red card. I don't understand what these red cards are for. It's absolutely shocking that the game is given red cards, because it's not a red card. It's a yellow card. Look, I've gone for the ball. The player's there. You can't slide whilst the ball's gone, sort of thing. So deemed a yellow card. And then again, Paul here goes from, potentially that one is maybe a red card, goes from behind, but it's more of a yellow card. It's just a cynical foul. The referee deems it a red card. So that means Neil and Paul will now miss the next 3 games, with also Jaden missing a couple as well. And then down to 9 men, 5 minutes to go. Google equalises with a free header to make it 2-2, making some changes, getting some players done, and that. But it ended 2-2, and a massive disappointment for us, but I guess we have nothing to ourselves but to blame. In the rain again, which I hate, Sam took a heavy touch, and you can see that I didn't really take a heavy touch. The ground just sweeps the ball along. It's so awkward to play in. Mikey gets taken out. The referee just gave a foul. You could deem that was a red card. Mikey was through on goal. Wasn't even a yellow card, but I get red cards for yellow card fouls, which is really annoying. Bearing in mind, I have not scored a free kick yet on FIFA, and this was the first time ever in career mode. To be fair, I actually scored one 3 days prior to recording this on Pro Clubs. It was my first ever free kick that I've scored since 2022, maybe. I just really suck at them, so I put it in the practice, especially on Pro Clubs, because whoever gets fouled, we take it on Pro Clubs. So putting in the practice, it seems to have paid off. Mikey gives us the lead, and then straight away again, Sam wins it. Heavy touch again in the rain, but it's not Sam's fault. It's the rain. It's just overtaking it. But Sam does well to control it and still get the shot off and make it 2-0 very quick as well against a very poor Accrington side. It has to be said, in all fairness. And then a great effort that's just wide of the post. That was absolutely fizzing in into the far corner, but it was just a little bit unlucky. And then here, Dave does really well. But again, look at the heavy touch. It's not a heavy touch. I'm just controlling it. But just because of the ball in the wetness of the thing, unfortunately, it hits the post. And it was a very, very close call for Accrington, because it could have gone worse for them. So that was the league sort of season ended. We do now go to a cup game against Bolton. It's like the EFL knockout stages, and I was expecting a massive loss here. Bolton are a very, very good side. Jack with an absolutely inch ball over. Tyler with a fantastic finish, but you just got to take the appreciation out of Jack's ball over the top. The great finish from Tyler as well. It's fantastic. Makes it 1-0, and then it changed. Honestly, you could feel the momentum change in the Bolton play, the attack, and everything like that. Look at this ball from Thomason into Collins. Great finish from him. He does quite well, Aaron Collins. He did really well at Bristol Rovers, hence his move to Bolton, but he makes it 1-1. And then 5 minutes later, Collins again causing us all sorts of problems. Just look at the 1-2 play there with Dempsey. Hits a shot, and I thought that was in. It's hit the stand behind the goal, so that's how close that actually was. And then 3 minutes later, Williams was causing me problems into Collins. I don't know if it's a cross shot or a shot or whatever it was, but it's a wasted opportunity. And then the last one they had, what a ball this was. Great save from Alfie. Richard falls over and it hits his arm. And it's not a penalty because there's no handballs on there, but you could deem us that we got a little bit lucky. And then from the resulting corner, it's a free header, but it's way over the bar. And within 7 minutes of that first half there, Bolton had 6 or 7 chances. Really scary from us. We made a couple of changes, had to. Great play from Sam. Look at that from Sam. Absolutely fantastic. In towards Ocean. Calmly slots it away. I just love watching Ocean play just because he's got the same ability as Mikey. He is so like Mikey in terms of his finishing. And when them two play together, it's going to be fantastic. Ocean could have wrapped it up. Nothing came from that. Bolton almost equalised. I'd say almost because the guy it was offside, so I don't think it was a decent shot. I think if he would have been onside, I think he would have run through our defence there. But straight from there, Remy, we're playing out from the back. This is how we do it, because we do it quick and fast. Look at 3 passes, 4 passes in towards Ocean. Beat Santos, who apparently is the best centre-back in League One. Ocean, who is probably 7-8 inches smaller than him, just makes a mockery of him and scores to make it 3-1 and send us through. Absolute scenes in that home end and on the pitch as well. Really good from us. So we go through to the next round, and I'm pretty sure it's the quarterfinals next for us, or even the semis. But it's a fantastic win. And yeah, really sets up for a good end of the season. We're not doing too bad in terms of the league table. We've almost won the title. Gillingham do have a couple of games in hand, but the difference between us and this league, where I said this league is really, really, really poor. Because in real life, Port Vale, Walsall are up the top of the sort of the end of the league. We've lost 3 games all season and we've drawn 6. But look at the other teams. They've drawn 15, 12 and 11. They have won, or they've drawn so many games, which has made the difference between us winning games and us drawing and losing games. So massive difference that you can tell. We do have a couple of suspensions going into the next month, so it is going to make a big difference potentially of results, and Gillingham need to win their games in hand. Just because they got games in hand doesn't really matter. Mikey flurries of goals up to 16 now. Ocean on 14 as well. So really big gap in between Ocean to Neil, who's on 8, who scored a couple. Dan, who's a centre-back's on 7. He's got higher than me, Sam, Kean, who are all wingers. Tyler as well as an attacking midfielder. Robbie's not really played much, but I'm going to utilise Robbie more because I have figured a way how to include him into the team now. But it is really hard when you've got Mikey and Ocean as your star men. So that's really hard. A couple of other people scored 2 and 1s and everything like that. I'm doing quite well on the assists as well. So as a winger, that's not too bad. Mikey with 8 assists already. In terms of the clean sheets, fantastic. Sov with 10, Ian with 10. They're both joint top in terms of our clean sheets. Alfie's got 3, but again, the games he's played have been a little bit unfortunate of who we've played against. The 3 games that he's kept in the clean sheet have been on like sort of teams in around us as well. So that's not too bad, but it's a good start, or it's a good, good sort of progress that we're making. I'm really happy with it. Looking forward to what I bring up for the next month. Please stick around for it. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I appreciate you.